Rifleman. Starring Chuck Connors.
You didn't have to break up the checkers game because of me, Paul.
Well, Micah didn't mind. In fact, I think he was glad we quit. Hold it.
Come on, Johnny.
That's Mr. Harris's buckskin stallion.
Yeah, looks like a horse. You better get Micah.
Hurry up, Johnny. Down man coming.
Seems to be a case of him and me, Micah. Not much time to think about it.
Well, you can't be blamed for protecting yourself, Lucas.
There's another one. He ran off in the dark.
Oh? I think we're in for some trouble.
What do you mean?
You ever hear of Ma Boyle?
The mountain woman?
Runs a whole clan up there. They make their own laws, do their own judging. This is Hoyt, Ma Boyle's son. Won't be long before things will be stirring around here.
Marty, you reckon these folks got up early just to see us mountain boys?
I'd neighborly a minute.
Real pretty, ain't she?
Like a wildflower, Sylvester. After we hang this fella, might be we get us acquainted with some of these town gals.
Oh, yeah, Martin.
This here's good.
Come to help you with the hanging, Marshal.
Mrs. Boyle, we're not having a hanging.
Marshal, a little while ago we buried my son's body that you so kindly sent up. Now all we want to know is you got that town fella what did the killing, or ain't you got him?
I'm trying to explain to you, Mrs. Boyle. It's not a question of hanging anybody. No law has been broken.
You mean a mountain boy getting himself killed ain't no call for excitement in these parts?
When a man gets caught in the act of stealing horses and throwing lead around, well, there's certainly no blame if that man gets himself killed.
Marshal, you go back a ways. What's this about horse stealing?
Hoyt was shot down attempting to steal a horse. I thought you knew that.
Get Johnny.
You heard, Ma. Get over there.
Johnny, you tell the marshal here what you told me.
Well, Hoyt saw this here buckskin horse and hankered to sit on him.
Well, go on, boy. You ain't gotta be scared, no marshal.
Well, somebody set up a yell for Hoyt to get off. And he did.
Oh, Mark.
I couldn't see who shot him. It was too dark.
Marshal, let's save us some time. Now, you just tell us who it was shot Hoyt down, and we'll see to it he gets a real fair chance to tell his story.
Yeah, maybe we'll keep the rope slack enough so we hear all that there story.
Mrs. Boyle, I consider this matter closed, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
Back where we come from?
You mean we ain't good enough to walk around your town?
Leave when you want to leave. Quietly.
Well, now that's sure better talking, Marshal. We thought maybe you've been getting mad at us.
Guess we'll stay a spell. Stay long enough. Maybe the marshal here'll change his mind. Give us a look at Hoyt's murderer.
Mrs. Boyle, I'm Lucas McCain. Don't you think it's possible your son Johnny might have been mistaken about last night?
Mr. McCain, you asking me if I don't think my one son's a liar and my other dead son's a horse thief?
If you want to put it that way.
I'll answer you this way. When we bury one of our own, we only got two things to say. There's been no reason for him not talking straight, and he never took nothing that don't belong to him. I don't say a man don't get into mischief. Like Hoyt, hankering to sit on a buckskin horse. But I do say that the man who saw him saw a mountain boy, and he figured it don't much matter whether he lived or died.
Mrs. Boyle, you don't make us town folks sound very nice.
I was talking about one man, mister. But I reckon it wouldn't be too hard to figure no town folk no different.
Fetch your ma a chair, boy.
Paul, I don't like the way those mountain people have been talking.
Mark, here. Go get yourself some candy, huh? Now, look, Micah. I don't know what you got in mind, but what I did last night, I'm not ashamed of. Any man's got a right to defend himself, so I'm not hiding behind that badge anymore. I'm going to tell that woman the truth.
You go out there and a lot of innocent people are going to be hurt.
What do you mean?
Give me a chance to tell you why I want you to wait. Now, you know, before I came to North Fork, I was sheriff at Willow Springs. Well, one Saturday night, Ma Boyle's husband and two of the boys come riding into town. They got themselves all liquored up. And the old man drew down on a cowhand in the saloon and got himself killed.
Well, there were plenty of witnesses.
Over a dozen. But the next day, Ma and the rest of her brood come riding into town with blood in their eyes. And before he could count three, she and the boys had bullets flying all over the place. Now, Lucas, I don't want that to happen again.
I can read, too. I learned myself. I don't care for it to be known. They don't like me none as it is.
They don't like you because you can read?
Oh, maybe ain't just that. Guess it's 'cause I'm always doing things. I mean, like studying things. Oh, I'd like to learn things. You ever been anywhere? I mean, away from this here town?
Yeah, I've been lots of places with my pa.
Well, I ain't never been nowhere. Except those hills in North Fork. Ain't even seen a picture anywhere till a few years ago. The others, they don't care. But me and Hoyt, we were...
Is that why you stole those horses?
You scout around town, see what you can stir up. You let them know we're in town and that we mean business.
Right, Ma. Well, you heard her. Come on, Mark. Let's you and me go look over there in that feed store.
Good day, gentlemen. Anything I can do for you, gentlemen?
Hey, these is right nice rakes, Sylvester. Don't know how strong wearing they'd be, though.
Yeah, maybe we ought to treat Ma. And she ain't never had no store-bought rakes before.
These just came in from Chicago.
Now, hold on, Sylvester. You know how it is with store-bought and things. Mind if I test this?
Go ahead. The material in these rakes is the best.
It's just like I figured. They sure ain't made to last.
Well, sure they
Well,
are.
maybe you got a poorly made one, Martin. Let's try another.
Oh, look, mister,
Now,
they'll...
hold on, mister. You wouldn't want us to be buying something that wasn't no good.
No!
No, this one ain't no good neither.
The material is sure mighty poor.
Town folks take you every time, don't they? Oh, ain't that a shame?
Run, fetch the marshal, quick.
Now, that wasn't very friendly, was it, Sylvester?
Sure weren't.
Way we see it, mister, he was out to cheat us with store-bought goods that was just no good. And calling for the marshal there kind of makes us look like outlaws.
Maybe you and us, mister, ain't gonna be so friendly come along tonight.
Gentlemen, I assure you, I had no intention of cheating you, but you gotta bear in mind that merchandise over there costs money, and
Now he's asking us for money for something we never bought. I don't take kindly to that.
What's wrong, Harry? You having trouble with these men?
Mind, Micah. I guess you're more needed up the street.
What happened, Sweeney?
Mike, did you ever hear of slipping bottles?
What?
Slipping bottles. Those mountain men. Seems as how these bottles just slip out of their hands and go flying all over the place.
They pay for the damage?
Said they sent me down a couple of bushels of blueberries. They don't have any cash money.
I see. I thought letting them blow off a little steam would satisfy them.
Mike, I'm gonna talk to that woman. I can't see putting up with this thing any longer.
All right, Lucas, I just hope there's no bloodshed.
No, I just bet the little old gals around here a lot more friendly than men folk are.
Yeah, let's see if she's wearing perfumey, Martin.
She's wearing it all right. The real Ryland
All right, that's enough. This the way you treat your mountain women?
Well, now, you aiming to learn us some etiquette, mister?
Thanks, Mr. McCain.
Well, I'm asking. Are you aiming to learn us some etiquette?
Now, look, Boyle, you boys want to know something, but you're going about it the wrong way.
What's all the ruckus going on here?
Just a little scuffling, Ma.
I'm talking about that town gal going off upset a minute ago.
We was just sporting, Ma.
Look, Mrs. Boyle, in a sense, the marshal and I owe you an apology. We've been trying to avoid trouble. I think we've been going about it the wrong way.
Just what do you mean?
I shot your son. Not because he was stealing horses, as though a lot of people might think that's good enough reason. I had no choice. He was trying to kill me.
Looks like we get us a hanging, Sylvester.
There'll be no hanging. Man ain't proved guilty, sure don't hang. The marshal can relieve himself of that worry. I'm taking it you still say my Johnny lied.
He seems to be afraid of the truth, ma'am.
It seems like it comes down to between your word and Johnny's. It seems like this whole thing comes down to between you and Johnny. A difference you gotta settle sort of personal like.
No one else actually saw the shooting, if that's what you mean.
Marshal, I hear tell you town folk got a way of settling differences. You sort of separate out along a road and leave it to who's best with a gun.
Oh, it's been known to happen. But we certainly hold the winner of any gun duel responsible for a killing if he forces the gunplay. I'm sure you remember what happened in Willow Springs a few years back.
How could I forget it? It's got nothing to do with what's going on here. Let's get on with it.
Mrs. Boyle, if you're figuring on a gun duel between your son Johnny and me to settle who's lying, you can forget it.
Johnny, you come over here. Johnny got a gun when he was 10, mister, like most mountain boys. And along with that gun, the Lord seen fit to give him an eye there ain't been no match for. So you ain't just facing a boy, mister.
Mrs. Boyle, you've lost one son. Let well enough alone.
I'm asking you for the last time, mister. You calling my boy out? I guess he don't think you're no match for him. Now you see that ornament, you shoot it off.
I don't like to show off, Ma.
You go ahead and do it.
How good a shot he is cuts no ice with me, Mrs. Boyle. I'm not gonna duel him.
Then maybe he'll just have to shoot you like a standing duck. Maybe we take a nip out of 1 foot, he'll know we mean business. I told you, a man with 1 foot don't walk too well. Go ahead!
Johnny, don't pull that trigger. Now, I know you don't want to shoot me any more than I want to shoot you. But I can't gamble on your being able to stand up against your ma any longer. Now, put that rifle down.
Pick it up, boy.
Wicked woman! You're a very wicked woman, Mrs. Boyle. Such a wicked thing to hate. You don't even know us and you hate us.
I don't hate nobody.
You do too. I don't know why, but you hate us. Maybe because we're different, dress different, talk different.
You gonna shoot that gun, boy?
Why, you even hate him. Your own son.
I don't know what nonsense you're talking.
You must hate him. You want to see him killed. Maybe because he's different, too. Maybe that's why you hate him.
Well, it just ain't true. It ain't true, none of what you're saying.
First of all, to know he lied. To know your own son was never telling you the truth.
And who would know who's lying?
Why, you'd know. You'd have to know. You're his mother. My mother's dead, but if she were alive, she'd know. Mothers always know.
Say the word, Ma, and I'll just naturally pick up where Johnny let off.
And I'm ready if Martin ain't enough to take care of this feller.
Hush, both of you. Get the mule.
Ma, listen.
Hush. We're going home. It weren't hate, boy. I mean, leastwise, I don't think it was. Pride, maybe. Sometimes a body's got nothing left except pride. And they fight unfair to keep it. But I'd like to think it was pride, not just hating people. We're going home. But you ain't. You're staying here.
Ma, I won't lie no more.
Oh, it wasn't that, boy. It's what the boy said. You got some difference in you. And you'll be better off if you stay behind.
Ma, I want to come home.
Well, you ain't coming. And I don't never want to see you there again. Except if you're in trouble. If you're in trouble, you know where to go.
Mr. McCain?
Oh, hello, Johnny.
I want you to know I wasn't lying for me. It was for Hoyt. Me and him wanted to leave Ma and amount to something. And then with Hoyt being buried, and, well, for me to say he was a horse thief...
I understand that, Johnny.
He was only shooting at you because he was scared. Scared for me, mostly.
I'm sure he was a good brother. Where will you be heading, Johnny?
Well, I think I'll get me some book learning. I heard of a school in Santa Fe where I can work for my room and board. Bye, Mark.
So long.
Good luck. You know, Mark, doggone if you're not a born psychologist.
Oh, what's that?
Well, it's a new kind of doctrine where they talk to people. And they try and straighten out their thinking, you know, if it's wrong. Like you talk to Ma Boyle.
Sick. I may be one, but I'll never be able to pronounce it.
you.